sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula bore formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
Bill Verita, I do think that worked. Jay Levine's Heart of Influence on this Why Wednesday. Thank you everybody for being here. Deeply appreciative as we explore the superpower of integrous influence. So Bill Verita, please, who's joining us today?
John, we have 6 extraordinary people here today for Jay Levine's Unblinded Real Estate Heart of Influence. And first off, from Randolph, New Jersey, a senior manager of awards and recognition at Century 21, honoring all their employees and business around the world, holding a DEI role, advocating for NAHREP as a certified trainer and ambassador for the wealth and discipline and education, awareness, and actualization, not a financial advisor or a real estate agent, yet impacting massive groups and communities, served in so many ways in both industries. Let's welcome to the show, Lexi Lopez.
Lexi, thank you for being here today on Jay Levine's Unblinded Real Estate Heart of Influence and for joining us. And Lexi, Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So to kick this game off, Lexi, looking for a headline, not a story, a headline of adventure, of pride, of surprise, something that would make us say, Lexi, no way.
Hey.
So please, Lexi, what is your headline fun fact?
Well, very nice to meet you both here and meet everyone that's on this exciting event. Thank you so much for having me. And I guess my headline will say, I wear one of the most privileged and honorary role that anyone can hopefully have and obtain. And that is the role and the title of Madre, of mom.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, Madre, congratulations on being here. And you're ready to have a little bit of fun today, Lexi.
Looking forward to it.
Let's go. Bella, Lexi, Madre is in the building. Who else is here?
Madre is in the building, rolling with Madre from Weehawken, New Jersey, VP of Operations, ensuring residential real estate title in New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut, and commercial real estate in all 50 states, underwritten by 2 of the nation's best title companies, bringing combined 250 years of experience to the closing table, almost 20 years in the industry, previously a general manager for a 10K person and a 130-year-old company, proud to be ensuring the American dream. Let's welcome to the show, John O'Connell.
John, welcome to Jay Levine's Unblinded Real Estate Heart of Influence. Congratulations, sir, on being here. And please, John, your fun fact.
Fun fact, I've been hired by the same attorney twice. Once out of college, and then when he wanted to start his own title company 5 years later. And I've been working with him. Yeah.
Congratulations
with him
on
for
that.
those 20 years.
Well, that says some extraordinary things about you, to be sure. And John, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Bella, we got John. We got Madre. Come on, Belle.
We got John and Madre rolling with John and Madre from Hackensack, New Jersey. NBA mortgage lending professional known for simplifying the process and providing exceptional service to clients. Originally a financial and performance analyst, a trusted advisor, and expert in new purchase and refinance mortgage needs, always educating clients, leading a platform, keeping his communities current with up-to-date information on home buying process and finance. Let's welcome to the show, Jimmy Joseph.
Hey.
Jimmy, and the crowd goes wild. And please, your fun fact.
That was a good bio, by the way, and you read it very well. That said, yes, my fun fact is I live for the moment because I'm a product of pulmonary embolism. So every time I take something for what it is, I make the best of it. So ups and downs don't bother me. Just being existed is what life is all about.
Awesome, brother. Well, thank you for that foundational truth and empowering concept and for being here today. Bella, Jimmy is taking life moment by moment, living for the day. Who else is here?
Living for the moment day by day, just joining us from Ramsey, New Jersey. After earning a marketing degree in 2010, transitioned from a career in photography to personal finance due to a sports industry. Guided by his father, discovered his passion for educating families on the financial topics, and now manages a 45 licensed advisor as a regional VP at Primerica. Let's welcome to the show, Anthony Giuliani.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Anthony, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Please, Anthony, your fun fact.
Thank you. So other than financial stuff, one of my interesting hobbies is I'm actually like a licensed drone videographer. I only use it for my own business, but I do enjoy like aeronautical stuff and drone videography. So happy to be here and thanks for having me.
Amazing. So if I want to get a drone to follow Bella Verita around, can you help me with that?
Let's talk after.
I might have a hard time keeping up with you. I move so fast.
Yeah. That is very true. Bella Verita, drones are coming. Who's next?
Drones are coming. I don't know if I like that, but we'll pick that up later. Next from Oakland, New Jersey, a VP of PNC branch manager, helping every client and employee receive the service and support for every individual need. Previously an engineer specializing in aeronautical engineering, focus on efficiency and mathematics on paper, seeking a personal connection to clients, invited to the banking industry by a peer 11 years ago, and now able to be curious about individuals' needs and truly touching their lives and impacting their future. Let's welcome to the show, Mr. Brian Lee.
Brian, welcome to the Heart of Influence with Jay Levine, of course. And please, Brian, what's your fun fact?
Thank you very much for inviting me over. As an engineering background myself, I actually designed a mini F1 car. Actually, was race enabled and went from 0 to 60 miles in 2 seconds flat. So
what?
Here's my fun fact.
That is a Brian drop the mic, no way, 2.0 seconds, 0 to 60.
Exactly. We used the Harley Davidson engine. We designed the suspension, chassis, everything up to scale, and we were able to run it. Race car. It was a great experience.
Yeah, Brian, that sounds like even more power and speed than Bella Verita, but I'm not sure. Thank you for being here, Brian. Bella 2.0, 0 to 60. I think you're 1.8, but over to you.
I can move pretty fast, that's for sure. Next up from Newark, New Jersey, previously with PNC Bank, managing client relationships of 25 million plus, the #1 in her space in PSA footprint 3 years in a row now, curating contracts with developers and owners in New York, New Jersey, and in commercial development, using it to offer employees upskill training for individuals that may not have the opportunity otherwise. Now with her family, 10 years old small business affecting roughly about 15 million in projects in just 6 years. Let's welcome to the show, Karen Marquise.
Karen, welcome to Jay Levine's Heart of Influence. Thank you for being here, and please, your fun fact.
My fun fact is one year I unintentionally swam in a bat cave, and believe it or not, signed up for it and paid for the experience.
Did you see the Joker, Riddler, Catwoman, Mr. Freeze, any of these characters?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it wasn't that kind of bat cave. Is that what we're hearing?
It was actually real bats. Yes, it was
real bats.
It was
real bats
swimming in a mineral pool that later turned into. Look up. Do you see that moving? Yeah, those are bats. Okay.
Where did you do this?
Mexico.
Wow. All right, Bella Verita, bat caves are in the building. Thanks to Karen and Jay. Bella.
Now I know where to take you next time. I'm gonna take you to the Bat Cave in Mexico. Jay Levine, if Sean doesn't show up on shows next week, you know where to find him.
I'm in.
Next up, from Saddlebrook, New Jersey, past president of the National Home Equity Association and past chairman of the Mortgage Council of New Jersey Law Committee, over 40 years of real estate law, serving the buying and selling realtor and public communities since 1983. Having advocated for thousands of clients, established a strong industry and the reputation in the industry. Let's welcome to the show, Joel first.
How you doing, everybody?
Joel, your leadership is present, sir. Thank you for being here. And your fun fact, Joel.
Okay, Sean, I know you do all kinds of outdoor events, skiing, scuba diving, you name it. I was on a raft, went down the Colorado River for 7 days, which was an incredible experience. Yeah, it was really great.
Brother,
I did that
awesome.
Years ago. It was awesome. Yeah.
Congratulations. That is truly an experience that's extraordinary, and really appreciate you being here today, Joel.
Sure. So thank you. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you. Bella Verita, Joel is cruising down the Colorado. Come on.
Cruising down the Colorado. That sounds like something that would be super fun to do. But last but not least, the man that brought us all together from New Milford, New Jersey, co-founded 194 Real Estate Group in 2020, grew to 20 plus agents, reached over 80 million in sales, recognized in 2023 as one of Bergen County's best in both individual and company real estate, recently moved to Coldwell Banker in Q1, recognized as one of the top 20 teams in New Jersey, New York metro area, helping all clients and agents reach their goals using the formula of integrous influence and the new form of competition, which is collaboration. Let's welcome to the show, Mr. Jim King.
Well, thank you, Bella.
Jay Levine, rock on, brother. Thank you for everything that you do and bring to the party. Jay Levine, growth-minded, heart-centered leader, impact player in the state of New Jersey, and maybe even beyond. Jay Levine, sir, welcome to your show and your fun fact.
Well, thank you. I welcome me too. So I have shared this fun fact before that I used to sell cell phones to a blind guy. But Sean Callaghy, what I've realized is I also used to sell cell phones to a deaf guy.
And? Who's that?
That's my fun fact. And the best part of this fun fact, Sean, there was one thing that you had to...
Jay, I thought you were also talking about Sean, because sometimes I do think he's deaf. I totally thought you were talking about him, but I guess this is something else.
No, selective hearing is not what I'm talking about. This this wasn't selective. So
sorry, what did she say? What did she say?
She didn't say it. Here's the funniest part of the fun fact. If you were to say anything bad about this gentleman while he was in his car leaving, backing out, he could read your lips through my big storefront glass window. So he used to come in, and we weren't, he was a wonderful man, but he used to come in and be like, you know, I can hear you even when I can't hear you. I'm like, wow.
That is outstanding. Jay Levine, love it. Appreciate you, brother. And are you ready to do the things today on your Heart of Influence?
I am very ready.
All right. So I'll introduce our co-host, Jay Levine. This woman started selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old, beginning her journey in influence. Then, by the age of 19, she became a 7-figure earner in the space of a very complicated space of network marketing. Not easy to do. 24, 25, 26 years old, like Michael Jordan, except not at basketball, instead in business brokerage, she three-peated as the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. And at 24, she was the first woman ever to be the #1 business broker, let alone 3 straight years. And at that age of 24, was the youngest person, male or female, ever to be the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. Then she began to train Fortune 500 companies, including all those big casinos on the Vegas Strip. She helped them take your money, Jay Levine. Then entrepreneurs started to learn from her, and she doubled her sales. Every sales team she worked with in 2019 doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe things she learned on YouTube. I think she learned it from YouTube today, but sometimes I think she learned it from a blind man. Philanthropist, raising millions with the Unblinded team, published author, and in 2023, this extraordinary woman courageously, inspirationally, and publicly battled and overcame cancer. Let's welcome to her show, in her more than 800th episode, 800, the one, the only, Bella Verita. Bella Verita, welcome to your show. Please, your fun fact.
Well, Sean, I was going to go with the fun fact that I just ran 3 miles in 90 degrees Texas heat right before the show, which I was quite proud of because I thought I might die since it was so freaking hot outside. But with your introduction, you just reminded me, and Jay, you will remember this, but next Friday, we're coming up on a year on the day that I got the call that I had cancer, which also happened to be 30 minutes before Jay Levine's Heart of Influence, almost exactly to the year today. So that is my interesting fun fact for today.
Wow. Heartfully present to it, Bella. That was an unbelievable journey in all the ways, of course. So thank you for everything you do and for being here today. And please, Bella, let's go do the things.
Yes, and I couldn't imagine being anywhere, and I was so grateful that Jay, you had a show that day, because that day could have looked very different if I didn't have a show to get on. So I am so grateful I get to be here every day. And I will introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, the only one that was blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not doing incredible things on stages, speaking, inspiring people for their money, time, and magic, he's an incredible philanthropist that in the last 2 years alone has raised nearly $10 million for charities through sustainable giving. Let's welcome to the show my co-host, Mr. Sean Callagy.
Thank you. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Appreciate it. And it's a lot of fun to be doing this Heart of Influence with people from the great state of New Jersey, with the blessing and privilege to do shows with people from all over the country and even all over the world. So thank you for that. I often go with this simple fun fact. I'm a blind man that has taught sighted people to ski, to surf, and to scuba dive in hurricanes, blizzard, and in shark-infested waters. And about 9 months ago, in our great state of New Jersey, I had a shark that I accidentally bumped into at speed while surfing, and that shark turned around and bit my surfboard. So that is my fun fact for today. Bella Verita, and you have confirmed the bite marks. It could have been you or a shark. I think a shark.
It might have been me if I would happen to be in New Jersey at the time. I definitely might have tried to bite your board, but I don't think I was in New Jersey at the time, so I cannot take the fall this time.
Sean, I've heard of a great white shark, but I've never heard of a great red shark.
That is true. That is a great red shark sitting right there, and it needs to be discovered by the Smithsonian and the Natural Museum of History. But Bella, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's kick this off with John. So what are we doing?
John, we are exploring the superpower of integrous influence, not pitching, hooking, closing, John. Yuck. But what does it look like when heart-centered, sophisticated people come together and we want to cause yes? Not because it's just for us, but the yes makes sense in the world. So John, to illustrate this, Bella will role play anybody you want her to. She could be an ideal client, a philanthropic charitable fundraising partner. She could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or anybody that would make sense, John, for you to go from hello to yes with. And here's the key. It doesn't have to be a sale. It could be any yes, and it doesn't have to be a final yes. It could just be a yes for longer conversation. We're looking for substance over form, John. John, who would you like Bella Verita to be?
Oh boy. Well, a potential client.
Sure.
Let's go with a developer. A little something that I don't really have any current developer clients, and it's something I've always wanted to work my way towards. So.
John, that is a perfect illustration. Bella Verita, you are a developer. Bella Development, take us in.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. This is John O'Connell. I'm with Primetime Title. I'm a local New Jersey title insurance agent. And I wanted to see if there was anything that we could work with you on. And I've known about your company yourself. I think you have an excellent product. I love the buildings you develop. And I wanted to see if you were working with any real estate attorneys, title insurance companies that you have any existing relationships with at this time. And if not, if you'd be willing to explore,
Yeah, I mean, we've been in the business for a long time, so we definitely have some title insurance agents that we work with that are preferred for sure. But I'm always open to meeting new attorneys, new relationships, and seeing where things can go. How long have you been in the business? Like, tell me a little bit about your expertise.
Well, I have been in business for 20 years. I am one of the few title insurance agents who insure outside of their own state. So I insure New Jersey, New York, PA, and Florida. I've been doing that for 20 years. I am one of the few New Jersey agents that actually understand how New York transactions work. It's a totally different settlement process. But primarily what I believe I offer that other title insurance agents may not, I'm here. It's not a staff, it's me. So I'm always on board. I'm always reading emails. I'm always a phone call away. I like to make sure that my clients are not just satisfied, but that they know that I'm working for them, because I know that what my product is their product at the end. If I make a mistake, it doesn't look bad on me. It looks bad on you, and we all want to avoid that. So that's kind of my take. My product is the same across the board. I can't have a different product than any of my competitors. All our policies are basically identical policies. Our fees are identical. It's pretty much like a state cartel. New Jersey Department of Banking and Insurance says, these are the fees you've all agreed upon. You can't change them. So how do I separate myself? Make myself available. I usually only have a few clients. I don't like overwhelming myself, but I try to pick the best clients that I can work with and develop those relationships and really focus my energy on them.
That is awesome. John focuses his energy. He makes himself available. John we can definitely schedule that longer conversation and see where we can go from here.
All right. I appreciate it.
Outstanding job, John. Bella Verita. Get to the feedbackers in a bit, but who's following up, John?
Following up John, Sean, is Lexi.
Lexi, who would you like Bella Verita to be?
All right. Well, Bella, I'm thinking if you can be a fairly new real estate agent that's joined the Century 21 organization and you're looking for ideas on how to grow your production, you call the awards department in and I'll give you some advice.
And how
Let's go.
that is super fun. Just if I could drop a quick fun fact, my mom used to wear a gold jacket. She was in the Century 21 days, used to wear the gold jacket. So
So I want to wear your mom's gold jacket this weekend. Let's go.
okay, you got it. Hello, this is Bella.
Hey, Bella, thanks for calling the Century 21 Awards Department. How can I help you today?
Yeah, so I don't know if you know, but I've recently started and I work on a team, but I got to make this work, and so I want to learn and see how I can do better.
All right, well, listen, first of all, kudos to you. I'm looking at some of your production. You've had some successful closings already, so that is amazing. Keep doing the work. The only suggestion that I can give to you, because at the company, I'm also a NAHREP 10 wealth discipline trainer. And one of the disciplines that I really, really hone on is discipline number 9, which means
Wait. I don't discipline. Wait, discipline. I'm disciplined. I don't like discipline. I don't want to be disciplined. I don't want to be disciplined.
How about I call it a guideline? Would that be better?
Guidelines I can work within because I'm a redhead, so I tend to break all the rules. So guidelines, though, I can maybe fit in. All right, what are the guidelines?
All right. So the advice that I would give you is as part of this NAHREP 10 Wealth Project guidelines that they have. One of them is about being generous with people who are less fortunate because philanthropy feeds your spirit and gives more purpose to your work. And the reason why I tie that into your work is because as a real estate agent, you are working with your community members to help make their dreams come true, right? To become homeowners. Yeah. So the way that you start building those relationships is by building trust within your community members, right? So I would suggest or recommend maybe going to local restaurants or going to local community centers and looking to see what kind of volunteer services are available for you to kind of put yourself out there, get your name known out there to community members, have the community people see you and see how you're influencing them and how you're uplifting your community. Then you start building your business. You start making those interactions and connections. So philanthropy, tying it into your real estate business can truly help you to be successful and get more production. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. I really like that. So I'll look into that and see what, maybe charities or philanthropy work that I can do and then come back and let you know how that goes.
That sounds amazing. And any kind of fundraisers or anything else that you're involved in, let us know. We'll be happy to share it on our social media and give you that support.
Now, let me ask you this, Lexi, my significant other has some mental illness challenges. And if I volunteer a lot for him, does that count? If I help him a lot, does that count?
Well, personally, absolutely. That's your partner. You got to support your partner, right? But you know what? That's a nice little interesting thing to say because look to see what organizations would help your partner out and look to see how you can volunteer and build that up.
I'm going to get a list of that.
Okay.
Thank you, Lexi. Volunteering to build your business. I love it, Lexi. That was great. Oh, Sean's back.
Yes. Hi, Bella. Yes, I am blind, but not deaf. Thank you very much. And it is time, Bella, I believe, to get to the feedbackers while people in the office are getting me lists of mental health facilities to support me. But Bella, over to you.
Yes. So judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either John or Lexi, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then a score of not 1 to 10, but I'm a little dyslexic, so we're going A to D. But A is you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have to have a longer conversation with John or Lexi. John's looking afraid already. I don't think anyone is going to need a root canal today. But B is you would take them to Starbucks and, maybe or some other fancy coffee shop and buy him a cup of Joe, maybe 7-Eleven as Jay is. I'd rather go to Starbucks than 7-Eleven myself, but Jay's showing us his 7-Eleven cup. So maybe Jay's going to take you to 7-Eleven for a cup of coffee to have a little bit of a longer meeting. And C is you would rent a private room at the Capitol Grill, have the seafood tower, the nice juicy steak, so you can have the longest dinner as possible. Unless you're a vegan, maybe you're having salad and French fries. But of course, you're going to have dessert because you want to spend as much time with them as possible. So that would be you go to Capitol Grill. And D is you would rent a private jet. Of course, stop and pick up Jay Levine and fly anywhere in the world just to have a longer meeting with Lexi or John. So Karen, how about we kick it off with you? And how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Lexi?
Okay. Lexi, I absolutely love the way you tied an emotional connection with the community in how you introduce the ways in which she can support and grow her business. So that was definitely great. Loved you being kind of upbeat and kind of going with the flow no matter what was thrown your way. There's definitely some challenges when having cold calls or when someone calls you, so you handle those objections really well.
Awesome. And Karen, is it like a cup of coffee, a Capitol Grill dinner, or a PJ flying somewhere around the world?
A cup of coffee. I would do a cup of coffee.
All right. And would it be like a mocha chocolate latte, a little like whipped cream, or like a straight coffee with nothing in it? Like what would it be?
Definitely some type of latte because she's worth having a conversation with a drink that takes a little longer to make.
All right, let's go. Lattes on tap, Bella Verita. Come on.
Lattes on tap. I think I might have had a latte that just was delivered to my door a little bit ago. So I'm going to go get that in just a moment. But let's go, Brian. Brian, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for John?
It was awesome. I just wanted to mention that, you know, it was great in that I call it as credentializing your and your self and ensuring that, you know, you articulate what you can do for the client and really energetically responding to what your experience is, what you're capable of, you know, what differentiates you from the others. That was great in terms of articulating that conversation. And it's just, you know, it's a sales that, you know, fortunately it's all is needed, but I appreciate the insight on how you present your experience. So I will give John C, Capitol Grill.
Let's go. Seafood tower, some steaks. I'm hearing Brian potentially coming up. Bella Verita, we're gonna have some coffee, have some steak. Come on.
Ooh, that sounds coffee and steak. That sounds quite nice. Let's go, Joel. Joel, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Lexi?
Okay. Unfortunately, I have to admit to everybody, Friday I'm going for a root canal.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have an infection in my tooth, and they said just take antibiotics and whatever, and it'll go away. But anyway.
Don't pick me up for that, Joel. I'm good.
I've had them before. Usually they're not too bad, hopefully. But no, I think Lexi did a great job. I do business with a lot of realtors, and the fact that she is just so upbeat, okay, and I love the philanthropy part of it, the community aspect of it, because that's very different than I've heard from most realtors. So I'm sure she cares a lot about her clients, you know, and so I'd love to do business with someone like Lexi. I would provide her with excellent service, and I'm always available on the cell phone at nights and weekends to talk with Lexi and her clients. So well, that's what I have.
Awesome job, Joel. Appreciate that a ton. Sorry about the root canal. It definitely doesn't sound pleasant, but your attitude is awesome around it. Bella Verita, the man isn't going to take somebody to the root canal, but he's having one.
He's having
one. Jay's going to come with me.
Yeah, Jay, I think you should go. Yes.
You got to hold my hand, Jay.
Yes.
Let's go, Jimmy. Jimmy, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for John? Oh, just unmute for us, Jimmy. Jimmy is finding that unmute button. And then Anthony, I'm coming to you next if you want to locate your unmute button.
Got it. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. The unmute on the phone is very funny. It depends where you toggle it at. So First of all, it was really upbeat, right? I'm talking about John, right? Okay.
Yes.
So what John did, John said, look, I'm doing everything that everyone else is doing, but the reason why I'm good at what I'm doing is because I can extend myself to you. I'm just not just the average person. I'm the person who's going to go above and beyond because the relationship is that much more to me. So what John did, he made himself flexible in terms of where you at, how you located, wherever you located, I'm going to be there for you, especially in the states of Florida, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York. And by the way, if you do New York, I got the special box for you because I'm going to get it done right. So John gets an A+ all the way.
Wow, outstanding. So is that like a Capital Grill dinner, private jet? Like what's coming up, Jimmy?
Yo, we're doing filet mignon.
Let's go, filet. Come on, Capital Grill, Paramus, New Jersey. Let's go. Yeah, awesome. Bill of Verita, back to the private rooms. Here we go.
Back to the private rooms, and let's go, Anthony. Anthony, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Lexi?
Yeah. So, Lexi, in your role, do people normally call you, or do you usually do outreach, or is it both?
So in my regular day-to-day role, I work for the corporate offices of Century 21. So people are calling me.
Okay, so they're calling you. Okay, cool. No, yeah. I liked how you gave that personal touch about, like, the mental health thing. That I think that was really nice, actually. And I would say also that from the perspective of you receiving phone calls, I wasn't really sure how that was. I actually had to look up what NAHREP was because I don't work in the real estate business. So forgive me for my lack of knowledge on that. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And with that, are you usually like giving them advice on how to market their business pretty much? Like how to get out there?
We got like 5 seconds left. So what's your final?
I would do coffee because I'm not very knowledgeable.
Got it. Let's go. Thanks. Coffee, like with a whipped cream latte. What is it?
Sure.
We're going all the way. Bell, we got top coffee coming with Anthony. And yes, Bell of Rita.
And let's go last but not least, Mr. J. Levine. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for John?
So very much in agreement and alignment with most of the feedback here. What I felt from John to add to was like massive standards, right? And when I hear those standards, I also feel like his identity shining through. And something that maybe you don't know about John, because I got his bio prior to, is we changed it to add things about what he does for a living, because all of it was about who he is as a father, as a family man, and as an individual. So I know for a fact that he has a great service-minded and intention. So I would say bring that into the conversation would be my only bit of feedback towards optimization. Otherwise, great congruence, great pacing. And I would definitely go have a steak at the Capital Grill.
Let's go. Capital Grill Steaks, Jay Levine. Jay Levine, remember, you're my friend, not her friend. She's going to try to skewer me today on the hot seat. Bill of Rita, over to you.
Yes. All right. So this is the time of the show, everyone, that I get to put my co-host Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about because I cooked them up as the show's been going on. Ultimately, Jay, you get to choose what scenario that we go with. You can change anything about my scenarios, or you can come up with something much, much harder, which I know you like to do sometimes.
You're pretty diabolical, so I'm, let's see.
Okay. So would you like to hear what I have for today?
Yes.
All right. So option number one is I did look up in New Jersey, one of the largest developers is Sudler Company. So I thought option number one is Sean could role play being John, going from Hello to Yes with the CEO of Sudler Company to be to represent them. So I'm sure that they have someone that they work with, but John wants an opportunity to work with them. So that's option number one. Option number two is I was thinking about this agent that came into Lexi's office. And so option number two, Jay, is Sean would actually role play one of the employees. We'll go with like Jersey Cares. And Sean's going to go from Hello to Yes with them to volunteer with him instead of any other organization that they volunteer with. So talking them into volunteering with them. And then I thought option number three is we could have, any client play the role of needing to get a loan, and Sean could play the role play of Jimmy or John or anyone. Those are the options.
So I'm clear. It's number one. It's definitely number one. I think that's relevant to a lot of people in the room. A lot of people are going to be dealing with builders here and people of that nature. And I absolutely am positive that my main man, Anthony Siciliano, is going to be the builder. And Sean will be John O'Connell, looking to gain business from Anthony. And Anthony might be tough. Who knows? Let's see.
All right. So, Bella, what's the yes that we're seeking?
So you are the yes that you are seeking. You're playing the role of John, and the yes that you are seeking is to be their,
title work.
Yes.
You're gonna receive the title work from the builder, correct, John?
All right. So,
Yes,
yeah. Hello, is Anthony available?
That's me.
Hey, Anthony, it's Sean. We had a 3-minute call scheduled for today. Is still a good time?
Yes.
Yeah, I really appreciate the time. I know you're super busy and incredibly successful. My question is, what prompted you in the first place? And while I'm super grateful, just what was the prompt for you to accept this conversation?
I looked you guys up online and saw that y'all have been doing what you're doing for a while. And, the folks that we are using are not doing great. So we're open to some new opportunities.
Wow. Well, thank you, Anthony, for that. I appreciate it. I will keep it to the 3 minutes. Got like 2.5 minutes to go. My question is, though, what are you looking for? So what's not going great? What would your dream scenario be in title, and how does this fit into your overall mission?
Well, we've had a couple of opportunities fall through or get really slowed from, the XYZ vendor that we're using now. And it's been really frustrating because it causes a lot of lost money, delays, and,
Sure.
the homes don't get closed. So we're looking to see if someone can help us speed up the process and make sure that it doesn't have any hiccups.
All right. Anything else? I mean, that sounds incredibly right up our alley. Any other things you'd be looking for in your dream scenario with the title agency?
No, I think just making sure that, stuff gets done with that hiccup. That's really, really important. Our homes are high end, customers very demanding. So, need to make sure we don't mess it up when the ball's kind of on our side here.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for that. In our final minute or so, can I share a couple quick things that may resonate then?
Sure.
Yeah. So here's the story. I thought you were going to be asking for business and referrals and marketing help. The fact that it's as simple for you, Anthony, to deliver the highest level of efficiency and service to your high-end clients, that's extraordinary. I have 5 references that I can provide for people that we do title work for on a regular and continuing basis that will tell you that there's no one they've ever seen that will be as efficient and optimal as we are. All that we would ever propose is that you give us 3 different deals, because any one person could be a little abnormally difficult.
Sure.
3 opportunities to prove ourselves. And if we are not the top title agency you've ever worked for, then we will actually pre-write something blowing us up on social media that you could simply post, and we'll post on our own social media. That's how confident and certain we are. But wait, there's more. The other part I propose, Anthony, is that we sit down and have a conversation, because in fact, I think we could be supportive and helpful in you even expanding what you're doing with other folks and helping you with marketing and relationship development. I know it's not your primary driver at all, but we'll deliver in the first part, and we want to be at such a high level of exceeding your expectations that we want to create other deep, long-lasting aspects to a relationship, so it's not a one-way street. So Anthony, I know we're at time, but how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up conversation so I can prove to you the big statements I've made and certainly back them up? What do you say?
Sure, that seems fair.
Awesome. Well, Anthony, thank you very much. And shall I set that up with your team?
Yep, that'd be great. I'll put you on the line with my office manager and she'll pick a time for us.
Awesome. All right. At a roll. Anthony, great job. Coming back in a second. John, how'd I do as you having a conversation with Anthony, please?
Very impressive. I loved it. With Anthony saying the magic words, I'm not happy with my current title company. Handful of clients I've gotten over the years, that was my foot in the door.
Awesome.
I'll never forget when I landed my largest client. They're a large mortgage banker. The last few years is the top 10 in the country at this point. I've been working with them for 10 years, and I believe that my support on the title aspect of his refinances has helped him grow over the years. But I remember when he first brought me on, he said he wasn't very happy with his title company. They're very slow, and
awesome.
his staff told me after they started working with my company was, in their words, we did not realize how bad our title company was until we met with you. So I loved that part of the conversation. That's the part I just wanted to jump on. The second part, the building relationships, the extra part that you went on to, very interesting, and I'm trying to envision that. It's something that I've tried to develop, but I just don't know where to go with that. And I
Talk
love
to
that
G.
you brought it
Levine.
in.
Yeah, lots more to follow up on, brother, because that's how we built everything I built. I had the privilege and blessing of having a 120-person law firm, a financial company with 25 employees, Unblinded with 25 employees, and a lot to talk about there for sure. And how did you like overall and enjoy your experience or not on Jay Levine's Heart of Influence today, John? How was it for you?
It was fun. Genuinely had a good time. I was not sure what I was walking into. Jay gave me a little bit of a heads up, but game show, this is a unique experience. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you, John, for joining the more than 6,000 people who've been on the show. 6,000 since COVID began. Jay Levine was on one of the first shows for fun. Karen, thank you for the feedback you gave. Thank you for your presence, your energy. How was your time today on Jay Levine's Heart of Influence, Karen?
Absolutely loved it. Enjoyed learning a little bit about everyone, having fun, and sharing the experience was absolutely great. Love the little role playing you did at the end. That tidbit of give me 3 opportunities in order to prove myself is something I've never thought about saying, or let me provide you with 5 references that can tell you about my work. Great tips. Absolutely loved it. Well worth it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Karen, a ton. And we do that all the time in every way, in every aspect of every vertical that we work in. So thank you very much. Appreciate you, Karen. Brian, thanks for being here on Jay Levine's Heart of Influence on this beautiful Why Wednesday. And Brian, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. It was also informative that there's so many things that I was able to take away from. Thank you, Sean, for your conversation with John. There's so many things that I learned from other entities as well. So grateful. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Brian. Great job. And Anthony, thanks for jumping in. The seat of the role play. Great job today. Love the depth of your insights. I can feel from your questions, your energy, your presence, that you're a masterful person of influence. Thank you. And please, how was your time today on Jay Levine's Heart of Influence?
Fun. I've never owned a construction company before, but that was nice.
But
For a
now
brief
you-
second.
Yeah, but now you do. Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate you, brother. Really, thanks for being here today, Anthony. Thank you. Bella Verita, we have some other friends.
We do have some other friends. Let's go to our other, let's go to the Madre, and setting us off in the participant seat. And Lexi, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
I have never smiled so much within this hour. I absolutely loved it. It was great to hear everyone's experiences, to learn about everybody's fun facts. I'm a people person at heart. My heart is and passion is in customer service, so I am a very good listener. And I just appreciated learning about everyone here, and a lot of you from New Jersey. So, word up for New Jersey. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And Lexi, for fun, appreciate your role and relationship with NAHREP. As you may or may not know, I had the blessing and privilege of speaking on their main stage at the national event.
I saw you there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So thank you. It was a real honor and privilege. So thank you for everything that you do and the organization does for realtors. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sean, one person from the event came to watch you talk again.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Out of the 1,000. I'm just kidding. No, we had a powerful, super fun day. Barbara Corcoran, spoke, and we had some extremely favorable outcomes from there. So thank you, Bella Verita.
Let's go to the man that lives in the moment, Mr. Jimmy Joseph. If you want to find that unmute button, and how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, so Bella, I did find a mute button this time around. I'm better. Thank you, guys. Sean.
Yes, sir.
Your monotone is awesome. You're calm. I mean, I can listen to you all day. I mean, you should have, wow, you should license your voice. That is awesome, man. It's good stuff. Today was awesome. I love the energy.
There's someone on this earth that would listen to you all day. This is
So, Jimmy, what's amazing is normally when I'm speaking with Bella, as opposed to listen to me all day, I get about 3 words out, and then yes. But back to you, Jimmy.
Jimmy,
All
I
good.
listen to him all day. I'm gonna put you on the phone with Sean sometimes in my place.
I love everybody here had a unique experience. Lady in Red, Sean with the monotone, Lexi with the energy, Jay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's a true. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I learned a lot today, guys. Thank you. I'm looking for the next visit.
Thank you, Jimmy. Awesome job, brother. Bella, the extraordinary Verita, back to you.
Yes. Last but not least, before we get to our co-host, Joel, I think this is your second time onto the Heart of Influence. And how was your time this time on Jay Levine's Heart of Influence?
Yep, it is my second time. And although the first time was good, this was even better. I enjoyed listening to everybody's, perspectives of everyone else. What's so interesting, Bella, you mentioned Sudler Development. The founder, who died years ago, was very close to my family. He was from South Orange. Yeah. Wow. And very, very good company. But anyway, so no, this was great. I really enjoyed Sean, yourself, Jay, and everybody on the call. I thought it was great. Thank you.
Thanks, Joel. Thanks for being back and for being here. Joel, thank you. Bella,
Thank you.
Does that bring us back to the Jay Levine?
It does bring us to the Jay Levine.
Yeah. So listen up. We had a lot of fun, a little connecting, some insightful things. Jay Levine is one of the most growth-minded, relentlessly consistent humans that I know. Jay's been in the space for a number of years now, all the way back to the original 2020 immersion. And Jay just leads, loves, gives, grows. And thank you, Jay Levine, for everything you bring to the party. And please, your final, Jay.
Well, I appreciate that. Not more than you know. I think you know how much I appreciate that because I do listen to your voice quite a bit, just like Bella. But thank you. And truly, I joke a lot. I love to have some fun. But the truth of the matter is, business stems from these amazing relationships that we get to create here on this platform and beyond. And whether or not you are a participant, a feedbacker, a judge, a host, this space is meant for you all to get to know one another a little bit better. And now tomorrow, the great news is we all get to talk to each other and have all these incredible stories of connectivity and things that we just did together. And to me, that's the gift here, right? There's so many valuable nuggets that Sean threw out there. I heard so many today. But it's also the connectivity part here and the being able to build relationships that are ideal. And that's why they're all from New Jersey, Lexi, because we were putting people together that truly can work together towards a difference.
And there's a lot of value added today, Jay Levine, as always, brother, to all of our lives. So thank you, Jay. Great job. And thanks to Jay also and the Unblinded team, we have 3 free, beautiful gifts for you. The first is the ability to connect with other extraordinary people. Just this morning, we're on with over 100 fine entrepreneurs and business folk. Next Wednesday, we'll be doing that once again. So there'll be a nice 110 people that will be there. You can connect, chat, and we'll do some exercises. It's not for networking, though. It's to increase the level of our influence. And that is the secret to everything. Not sales training, not pitching, hooking, closing, but how do we authentically create magnetic draw with people to make magic happen in the world? That's what's covered on Wednesday. Then our book, the Group Influence book that people are buying all over the place at this point. That's for you to look at and receive as our gift as well. And there's exercises at the end of every chapter. How do you become Martin Luther King meets Willy Wonka, meets Oprah Winfrey, meets every great iconic sports coach and leader? How does all that come together so we can move people forward from the front of the room, from the front of the boardroom table, from the front of any section with more than one person? Group Influence is where it's at. The third component is a business acceleration session. In that session, you will see clearly the how to exponentially grow what you're doing. Networking is great, one-on-one tit for tat, it's survivable, it's livable, but how do we escape that, hit that escape velocity? That's what the BAS session is going to be all about. All 3 of those things are there for you. If you click that link and fill out the form, all those things will happen. And by the way, you're not giving us your contact information. We have it already. That's just a beautiful opt-in. So please, Bella Verita.
Yes. And I would say on the note, well, first of all, Jay Levine, phenomenal job. And we always say, like, this is having the first cup of coffee. So definitely, Jay will make sure you're all connected. Definitely continue the conversations with each other. And I always recommend downloading the book. I talk to people after the show and I'm like, did you download the book? And they're like, no, you're not going to go into some funnel thing. It really is. Although I joke not about talking to Sean all day. I really, truly do learn a lot. And when I downloaded that book, it really put everything into perspective that he has been putting together for the past 24 years. So definitely download that. There's so much to learn, and speak to one of our team members, because if you could take one thing away that could change your money, time, or magic, why would you not have that call? So thank you all for being here, and Sean, back to you.
Thank you, Bella, for sure. And that Bella gets that much value out of only listening to 3 words a day. Imagine what's available for you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Bella, was that funny?
That was funny. Great job.
It was okay, Sean. Bella, I got you.
Thank you. Yes, no,
Thank
Bella
you,
never.
Jay.
Yes. So love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. We end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration, like escape velocity acceleration that sit right in front of every one of us. While they're sitting there, all of us at some level, as to them, Bella, Verita, Jay Levine are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Have a great day. Great job, Jay.
All right.
Great job.